No more mistakes. Mastering adjective and adverb placement. Hello, language learners. Today, we're delving deep into an area where even advanced English learners sometimes stumble: the correct placement of adjectives and adverbs. This video will help you understand where to place these words in your sentences, and more importantly, the common mistakes to avoid. Let's get started. Firstly, we need to remind ourselves about what adjectives and adverbs are. In simple terms, adjectives describe nouns. They give us more information about a person, place, or thing. Adverbs, on the other hand, modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. They describe how, when, where, and to what extent an action is performed. In English, adjectives generally directly precede the noun they modify. A common mistake occurs when learners place an adjective after the noun it modifies, which is a structure more common in some other languages. For example, a learner might say, "the house big," instead of "the big house." Another frequent error is with sentences that use two or more adjectives. The rule here is that opinion adjectives, e.g., amazing, beautiful, boring, usually come before fact adjectives, e.g., old, red, large. So, we say, "a beautiful old house," not "an old beautiful house." The placement of adverbs can be a bit more complex. A common mistake is placing an adverb between a verb and its object. For example, it's incorrect to say, "she speaks fluently English." Instead, we should say, "she speaks English fluently." Another common error happens with the placement of frequency adverbs like always, often, and never. They should be placed before the main verb but after auxiliary verbs. For example, "I always have breakfast," not "I have always breakfast." The best way to master these rules is through practice. Create sentences using different adjectives and adverbs. Pay attention to where you place them in the sentence. Remember the basic rules. 1. Adjectives generally come before the nouns they modify. 2. Opinion adjectives come before fact adjectives. 3. Adverbs should not split a verb from its object. 4. Frequency adverbs go before the main verb but after auxiliary verbs. And that wraps up our lesson on correct adjective and adverb placement. Remember, these are rules of thumb and exceptions may occur. Don't be disheartened if you make a mistake. It's all part of the learning process. Keep practicing, and in no time, you'll be using adjectives and adverbs correctly without a second thought. Stay curious, keep learning, and we'll see you in our next video.